I guess you're doing the intros.
All right. Am I doing the intro today?
I think so, because you're actually
right.
taking my seat.
Your seat.
I know. We're switching, actually.
The interviewer
I know.
seat, not the interviewee seat. Okay. So, welcome to the second developer Q&A with Yen
Thanks.
and Eric.
Hey, this is going to be fun.
All right. So
All
let's just jump right into it.
I'm good. Let's go. Let's do it.
Where did you grow up?
Oh, well, I grew up in Tucson. I was born in Vietnam, but I grew up in Tucson.
Go.
And I've lived here pretty much all my life. But then we have about 4 years where we lived in Colorado, and then right now, currently, I reside in Seattle. So actually, I live in Seattle, and I've been living there for like the last 5 years. So I work in Tucson, live in Seattle.
Okay. What was the first video game that you can remember playing?
Oh, first game I remember playing, Joust.
Joust?
Yeah, on Atari.
What's Joust?
Joust is you on this ostrich, and
Okay.
you're
Jousting?
Yeah, technically.
Okay.
But
With
you had
an
to push the
ostrich.
button to flap the ostrich up and down, and then you had to level.
So it's like the first Flappy Birds.
No, because it was just a regular screen. You had little things, and you go you fly, and
You
then
fly, okay.
you go up against another person, and you have to either you got to go higher than them. If you go lower, then you'll turn into an egg.
Oh.
You should look it up. It's a very fun game. It got you your button skills. You
Okay.
know? Got to flap a lot.
Got to practice that button mashing.
Yes, until they built the joystick that had auto fire. So you
Oh.
just slot auto fire on and just went straight up, and you
They
could always
made it
win.
easy mode, man.
Hey, you gotta do it. Technology.
Got to do it. All right. Well, what is your favorite older game? Did I say that? No, I asked what was your first game. Okay.
My favorite older game would be, let's see, ooh, what would I do with older? I'd have to say, basically, it would be, I still like the original Warcraft.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the original like World of Warcraft before it was World.
Not World of Warcraft, just Warcraft.
Before it was World.
Yeah.
Just Warcraft.
Yeah, but that wasn't really
like
an
that.
old game. That was like
That was 90s, 90s,
96, I think, around there.
96.
Somewhere in that area, but
That's old to a lot of people nowadays.
true.
It's old to me.
Yeah, I guess
I was
so.
only 3 years old.
I can see that.
I was a youngin.
Yeah. So, okay, there you go.
Okay. So the original Warcraft. What's your current favorite game?
Diablo 3 is still
Diablo
what I kind
3?
of play.
So a
Overwatch,
lot
I
of
play.
Blizzard. A lot of Blizzard.
I'm a Blizzard fanboy. I think I realized
Okay.
that. They just build solid games.
None of the like Half-Life or
Well, I'll play it. I play Half-Life, and
CS:GO.
Call of Duty, CS:GOs, Dota. No, not Dota.
Not Dota. Do you play any MOBAs?
No, I don't play
No?
any MOBAs. No, just mostly either first-person shooters or strategy games like StarCraft or even
Okay.
like, and then Diablo's I think is the
Yeah.
type. I will play occasional game of StarCraft.
You
because I
gotta
do
go
like
try out some Heroes of the Storm, man.
it.
Heroes of the
Yeah,
Storm's pretty good.
No, I haven't gotten to
Death
that.
Angel, what's up? He's
Oh.
joining us.
Angel always joins us.
He's always here.
Which is good. We like Angel.
We should probably give him mod. Because he's here all the time.
Eh,
He's a pretty good influence, right?
no, he's a bad influence. I saw his questions from last time.
If you have any more, we'd love to hear them.
Yeah. All right. What else you got?
So switching gears a little bit. What made you decide to create a video game? What kind of led up to that?
Well, I mean, it's
What
always
influenced
been, when you're younger, you always wanted, you played video games, so you guys, man, I'd love to be I'd love to build a game when I get older and stuff like that. And as sad as it is, about a year and a half ago, I was financially in a viable solution, and it was workable, and, we stopped putting things off, and we actually started doing it. At the time, my friend from a long time ago died, so him and me always wanted to start a game, so we were always, we'll do it next year, and then, so we kept putting it off, and then when he passed away, I was kind of like, well, I keep putting it off. Eventually, I'm never going to do it. So, kind of bit the bullet, and then we
Just did it.
Just did it.
Just said YOLO and
Yeah,
ran in.
drank a lot of alcohol at a bar, and pretty much, hired a team and went to town. It was different. It's very different.
It was an interesting experience, I bet.
It was. It's definitely not anything that you would think it is. It was a lot of. Well, we probably did it. There's probably the right way to do it and the wrong way to do it. We probably did the wrong way. Everything that we did was the wrong way, which...
Well, part of that leads into one of my other questions, which are, if you could start over, what things would you do differently that you didn't do originally?
See, that's a tough question because it's always like the chicken and the egg, or it's like that
What came
cause
first,
and
chicken or the
effect.
egg?
Yeah, and then also the cause and effect thing. Because although we made a lot of bad decisions, those bad decisions led up to a lot of good decisions, and a lot of the good decisions are what we have now. So we have a better, solid development team. We've got we've actually have a fundamental base of the game, and the game's actually progressing well. I mean, we'd like it to get better, of course, but currently, right now, it's actually getting better. The new mode is going to be fun and kind of. It's kind of chaotic, but then also kind of you have a little bit of strategy involved in it. It's not just random.
You have to know how to play it a little bit before just kind of dropping in.
Yeah, you will need to read the manual that we will have on Steam, so feel free to read that manual because you will need to understand how to play it, or you'll jump in and play it and pretty much figure it all out.
Depends on the gamer. I know some gamers, they'll just jump in and do amazing, and there's others, like me, who'll jump in and do horrible, and then read the guide, and then do okay.
Yeah, I mean, the guide's going to help you out with at least the button controls, but there are a lot of little things that you can do to change or influence the game, and I think that's where it will set it off.
And hopefully we'll do some sneak peeks of that in the future.
Yeah, hopefully we should have some more video coming up. They've got the parts of it working. I think we're probably, I know this is a funny joke around here, but we're 90% there, so. But getting done, so it's getting there
soon. TM.
Yeah, and then AI is actually working out. We actually have we're gonna have a CPU player, so for those people that are by themselves, they can play with somebody else, or now we built someone for you to play with.
Or if you don't have your friends, that if they're at school or work or whatever, you should play by yourself, but you have an AI player to help you out.
No, you cannot play as Timmy. Sorry.
That would be interesting though.
It would be. I would like to play as the gummies and go up against the robots.
That would be really cool. Like a zombie mode, but you are... there's a game mode at... What is it? Oh, shoot, I can't remember. Well, anyways, play as enemies. Forever Alone mode. Yeah, there you go.
It's all right. Our AI is good. And, if anything, I'll have them programmed so it talks to you randomly, kind of like Siri.
That would be really cool, actually. If it just chatted to you.
Just started chatting.
How's it going? Angel.
Yeah.
It just knows your name.
Oh, that'd be creepy.
How's Germany?
Angel.
So, what other commands? What am I talking about? What other questions we got? Thinking in.
Are you trying to command me?
Yeah. Answer my questions. No, let's see. Okay. So, the gaming industry is a difficult place to kind of start up and kind of get into. What tips would you give to somebody who wants to get into the industry, whether as a programmer or somebody who wants to actually create their own game from scratch, just more as like an indie, I guess, person?
I would say if you're a developer or an artist, anything like that, then definitely just hop into it. Whatever engine you want to play, whatever you want to do, just hop into it and just build the game. You're gonna fail, and that's the beauty of it. By failing, you're actually succeeding. I know that's a weird concept, but even in all the companies that I've started or been a part of, we've failed so many times. But the nice thing about it is, out of all the failures that you get, that one success wipes all those failures away, and no one remembers the failures. They just remember that one success.
Is there an Einstein quote about that or something? Like,
yeah, you learn more by failure than you do by success. But yeah, something like that. Don't quote me on that one. But just do it. And then the other thing is, the nice thing about it is, there are some companies out there that are very particular on who they hire. We are not one. I mean, we have
a pretty diverse group.
Oh yeah, and then we have. I mean, we had Freebie, who was an intern from high school, which we are ending up going to probably hire him.
He does good work.
We found people at bars. We found people at Comic-Cons. We found just everyone. I mean, everyone who just everyone wants to be a game developer, but it's nice that it's a nice community. We try to embrace it, and we try to help out as many developers, as many even marketing people. Well, Angel, we would like to hire you, but we'd kind of like to know what you do first.
Well, see, he obviously spanks people, because, I mean, that's a German thing, right?
You can ask questions. I don't know. Some of your questions were kind of weird last time.
You can ask questions. We'd love to hear, no matter what they are.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's him on the hot seat right now.
I like the hot seat. It's fun.
It is fun.
So, yeah, that's what I say. Just get involved, get started. I would go to PAX East, PAX West, PAX South, any of the PAX. Just go as a... And then hop around to each booth, ask them questions. And really, if they're going to spend the time with you, then that's a company you probably want to keep in contact with. Because they're the ones who are building a game for you. And if they're pretentious, then, kind of... If they make a good game and they're pretentious, they're really not helping the industry at all. So, you know what? Move on. And just so you know, you can always come to our booths, come to our office, and it's always open.
The office is open, so if you ever happen to be Tucson, Arizona,
yeah,
give us a little bit of a heads up. But
true. And you get to the door, you have to find our name, and once you do the name, then we'll let you in. We'll buzz you in, even if we're not even in the building. We'll buzz you in.
Maybe.
Just don't steal anything.
Honor system.
Yeah.
Honor system.
Well, for those who remember the Finder, I don't know, it was an old show. They had a bar, the Ends of the Earth bar, and basically leave the bar unattended, but they would have an honor jar. So if you poured yourself a drink, you're supposed to put money into the jar. Kind of like that there. Just
wonder how well that worked out.
So if you're gonna steal something, just make sure you pay for it.
Just leave the like $500 bill when you borrow the computer.
1.2 million.
1.2 million.
Yeah.
Got it. Is the door open? Not quite. So, other questions. What do we got? Here's another one about the game. So, how has the game changed from your original idea? So how's it evolved, kind of? What's different than what was there originally? I mean, aside from some of the recent stuff being added, like the UI changes and all that.
Yeah, I think the original concept of the game was definitely more like the graphic style definitely has changed. The graphic style that I had envisioned was more of the Castle Crashers type art style, and it was supposed to be more cartoony, more out of the realistic phase. And then with that, you were able to build. We were just going to give you parts, and you were supposed to build your own robot, and then be able to fight with that. So you go versus on versus. But as it turns out, we kind of changed the way it goes, and that's what ended up happening.
I want to know, what's the next project?
Well, we have 3 in the works. One is a open world environment, but we're not allowed to say anything about that just yet. The other one that we have is basically what we call Candy Cubs. Ooh, sorry.
Candy Crush.
We're gonna get sued. It's Candy Cubs, and basically that one is more like a paper toss game. It's fun for the iPhone and Android. I think that would
mobile devices.
So that would be pretty fun. And then I think we have another one that is more of a strategy and a time-based game, which is the Boom Cubes, which basically you play as a Boom Cube. You got to get through the obstacles and mazes, or else blow up. So you have to do it. Your fuse will tick down, so you got to make sure that you get out of there before the fuse.
Strategy, timing.
Yeah, a lot of jumping.
Figuring things out quick
and get it out there. Risk reward system where you may buy yourself a couple seconds by getting dousing yourself with water, but it's a longer route, so you kind of have to weigh the options. So it's just a little bit more mobile-ish type games. And then actually for the next big game, minus the open world, because that's not really our design, we're just taking over for somebody. We don't have one, so if anyone has any ideas, then we're more than open to it. So submit your ideas on Discord and let us know, and we will think about it. We'll vote on it. Being that there's 3 people on there, maybe 4 might have a deadlock, but whatever.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But other than that, no, we don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. We're probably going to open up more channels to get a little bit more revenue from different sources, but other than that, we don't plan on going anywhere, even if we have to work at, I don't know, we have to pick cans and sell cans to pay for everyone's salaries. We don't plan on going anywhere.
Pick them up off the side of the road.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see, what else have we got? Okay, so here's one. With creating an indie game, you meet a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
What are some of the, I guess what are some of the most interesting, or what are some of the cooler contacts that you've kind of created, connections?
Well, I think in general we met a lot of people. As sad as it is, we had a lot of repetition on our part because we had to like, hey, thank you, come on in. You want to shoot some gummy bears and get them into the booth and describe what the game is and everything else. So a lot of us is repetition. It's like the people that actually you can tell if they're engaged. So we've definitely met a lot of people. The first one, of course, is Buku. You can't unmeet. I mean, you really.
Once you know him.
Yeah, once you
like
meet him in person.
Beetlejuice. Once you say it 3 times, I mean, he's there for good.
Yeah, he's a character. He's funny and entertaining, but he's a character, and you can't
Speaking of which, where's he at?
Yeah,
he's usually in there.
But yeah, you can't unsee him. If he watches this, you can't unsee him. So there's Buku, and the other one and then there's there's Carmine, of course, the little kid that came up and he was at our booth. And then there's Sarah, who was at PAX East. Yeah.
Becca Sin.
Man, she's got a lot of world experience. I mean, there's so much. She's traveled. She's done a lot more stuff than I have.
Place.
And she's like way younger than I am. I'm like old. Really old, but whatever. No,
yeah, she's 22, 24.
Dude, that's like 20 years it's 20 years. When I was 22, she wasn't even born yet.
I know. It's weird.
Or she was just born. No, she wasn't born yet.
Math is hard.
So we met a lot of people, and they've all been very supportive. Very supportive of the game, very supportive of the group. Sometimes I think they're more supportive of us rather than the game itself because it's not their type of game. Mm-hmm. But they like what we have to do and what we have to stand for. So, I mean, that's where it boils down to is I think that's the game company that we've always wanted to build. Is the game, I think, is secondary. And I know that sounds weird that, people mostly build games to build games, but I personally think that when I started this company that we didn't really want to build games to build games. We were actually building friendships, and we're building contacts, and we're building a company that is more. We don't know what exactly yet, and it's Angry Skulls actually has morphed into so many other things. I mean,
it's changed quite a bit.
Yeah, a community basically, but that's what we're going for. I mean, we have games, but we have also we've done a lot of community support. We've done a lot of supporting local charities. We've helped out kids. We've helped out adults. I mean, in general, we're just trying to build a gaming community, whether through video, audio.
I mean, we're doing this right now, which is like a educational kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Get people interested in game development, see if this is something they want to do, kind of give them that...
Yeah, and we've given opportunities to high school students to come in and actually program. I mean, anyone who's ever asked us for anything, I think we've pretty much tried to accommodate as long as we can. I mean, within our means and within our means we can. But there's so many stuff that we've got in the pipes that we want to accomplish. I think the next big thing for me and Eric is going to do is we're actually going to reach out to a lot of indie developer studios and then actually interview them kind of like this style. I think it's one-on-one or two-on-one. We'll try to outnumber them, but we want to tour their studio and see what they do and get to feel their game and how they do things and stuff like that, because I think generous skulls I think that in general what we want to do is start to realize, and hopefully these indie developers will also realize the same thing, where it's not us versus them. It's just more of a community. There's no reason to fight over sales or something like that. I mean, trust me, I wish I could. Personally, I would love to give away our game for free and just have you guys download it. But programmers, artists, all these extra toys and everything else, it could just cost money. And I mean, as much as we try, we do what we can. But I think that's where we're at. I think Angry Skulls morphed into that, is, as Angel said, a community of gamers, but to the higher level. Yeah. Not just, hey, just not just, hey, you know, we're gamers or whatever. I think that's where we're going to. Do I feel competition in the market? No, actually, no. I don't. I don't feel like there's competition in the market, just because I don't view everyone else as competition. I mean, we've invited people to our booth to help their game out. We're friends with Doom Trooper. We're friends with the Good War Game guys, where you want to make games in Miami, and a bunch of other developers that we've met. And sometimes it's all
from Sweden.
It's from Sweden. We love those guys.
Elk or something.
Yeah, we love those. Frostbite. Frostbite. Something.
It was like Frosty Elk or something.
Frosty Elk, something like that. But their game is cool.
They're cool.
But we're just hoping we have a place to stay in Sweden if we decide to travel to Sweden.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, no. I mean, it's just, I think that's where at least me and Eric want to go, is basically to tour these people and get people to understand that, you know, we're all in it together. Does it weigh on the company, or it's doable?
Oh, it means, is competition weighing on the company, or does it? I think that's what it means.
I'm not sure what that means, but I'm gonna say anything is doable. So we're gonna go with. So at this point, sales not an issue. It's spread. Yeah, we're. I don't think we ever were focused on sales. I mean, oh God, PAX East, we were just giving away. We were giving it away.
That was a lot of copies.
That was a lot of copies. I think we gave away 900 and some copies.
At least.
There's some other places that we gave away. I think for that Owl place, we gave away 1,000 copies.
Oh yeah, that was 1,000. Yep.
And then, you know, anybody who really wants it. I mean, yeah, I know we should be selling it to them, but in all honesty, we kind of, you know, if you DM us, or if you get us on Discord, or if you tweet us, I mean, we'll give you a key. I mean, we've been known to give away 10, 50, 100, 200 keys. That's just who we are. Yeah, I know, we should sell it. Don't tell the bean counters. They get all upset with me, but, you know, luckily it's my company. I can do whatever I want. All right, what else you got for me?
That's pretty much all the questions. I mean, there's another one which you've kind of answered, but like, what are some of the pros and cons of being a game developer? What are ups and downs, different things like that?
The hard part is talent. I think a lot of people, talent is the biggest thing. Tucson is not a hotbed for talent, so that's what we have a little issue with. And then, so finding good talent, but nice thing about it is we've got a really good team now. No, I think that their players aren't coming back to the game because I think it is a little, and I shouldn't say it since it's my game, but I believe that the game is kind of one-sided. It's there's not very much playability to it. I mean, it's fun and it's very enjoyable, but I think with the new game modes, I think that's what we're after. Is with the new game modes, we are adding so that you guys can play. There's more playability to it with the AI, because the problem is this game is built for playing with your friends. I mean, the problem is that it's on a PC, and it really should be on more like a Xbox or Sony, and you're with your buddies and playing. Because we always envision it. Hey, you invite a couple of your friends over, you know, have a drink, and then play the game and go up against versus, or even you do some versus, and then from there you can do and other stuff from it. That's what we envisioned, but the problem was that since we're on Steam, it's a different ecosystem, and it gets kind of weird. So we had to change.
Multiplayer's definitely up.
Multiplayer's going to change. Yeah, it's a couch party game. Yeah, Steam just doesn't. It just doesn't work like that. It's a PC. No one. I mean, they have their PCs and
everybody has their individual PCs. Nobody plays on the same system.
Correct.
It's not that same type of thing as an Xbox or a PlayStation.
Right, and I think that's the problem. And generally, we did. Just everyone knows we built this game in mind for the Xbox, but we had to make some concessions because Xbox is kind of weird about it. We actually had to put it on Steam first, and then show them that it's a viable game. But that's where we're at. So, but it'll get there. I honestly think that the game will get there. The guys are making some great improvements to it. the AI is going to help, and then multiplayer is going to help. I think multiplayer is going to probably set it off, and I think that's what we're aiming for. But until then, we've got other stuff that we're doing to basically sell the brand, and that's what we're doing, is just trying to get the Angry Skull name out there, tie it with mini bots and a bunch of other stuff, so that you guys, I believe that you guys will back us and whatever future stuff that we do, rather than just backing mini bots. How the mini bots is like right there. We should probably put Angry Skull.
Angry Skull.
But that's where I think it is. I think that our game has potential, but right now it's stored energy and it needs to be released, but it hasn't met its potential yet.
It's that little.
It's a little hiccup.
The little thing on the hill that's holding it there, but then once that's gone, it's just.
I came in late. Is this what you cater to all day?
Cater to all day. Not sure if it.
I used to be a developer, but and then someone had to actually run the business, so I switched over from dev to business. So you're right, technically I'm not a dev, but I think what happened was Jeremy was supposed to be sitting here, I was supposed to be sitting there, but Jeremy got sick, so Jeremy didn't show up to work today, and he's a little under the weather. That is why.
But you're still technically a developer. I mean, you don't necessarily code it anymore, but you still have direct input.
Yeah. So that's what I do all day. I sit at my desk, play games. I mean, work. No. But yeah, that's it. Oh, he's not dead. Jeez.
Rip Jeremy. He's only ripping for a day or two.
Yeah, he's just resting right now, and he'll be back. He'll be back.
Well, I mean, technically he's right. He is resting in peace, just not.
Well, we don't know if he's resting.
Peace. Oh, that's true. He might be actually working on stuff. Yeah.
But he will be back. Jeremy's still coming back.
Kappa.
So other than that, yes, you're right. But other than that, yeah, I still go out of the cons. I still make sure. I guess I'm in charge of the flow of the game, and actually now I'm in charge of like the game design and making sure that it's the game that we want. So if it sucks, it's my fault. Dang it. So there's that.
Other than that, we're done on my questions. So Angel, if you have any more questions, feel free to shoot them. If anybody else is watching, if you have any other questions,
yeah,
feel free to shoot them now. If not, we'll go ahead and wrap up the stream. How do you sit like that? How do you sit like that? I need tips. What?
I need tips.
I need tips. How do you sit like that?
Sit like this?
About him? How do you sit still? I'm not sure what the.
I don't sit still. I was fidgeting I'm always fidgeting. His backbone touching the seat.
Oh, for you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just leaning on it. I'm just like getting on that.
Supporting you.
There you go. See, there's the back end. I'm very flexible. You can take that any way you want. And it looks like clients are calling, so I might have to actually bail out. But like anything else, new game modes coming out. We'll have more preview videos next Wednesday. Definitely during the developer, we'll put some up on the back screen, and we'll actually show you the new mode, which will be pretty awesome.
That'd be cool.
And then we're also submitting to PAX West. The
game thing?
Game creator thingy.
What's that called? I can't think of the term for that. When are you available to take it?
Hey, I'll be flying out to Seattle next week, but I'm in Tucson till then, so stop by the office.
Hurry.
Better hurry.
Germany's a long ways away.
Yeah, Germany is a long way. Although I'd like to go to Germany.
That would be fun. Awesome. Germany sounds like a cool place.
Better check my passport. I'm pretty sure it's still good. They haven't busted me yet for it.
I don't have a passport.
I think that's it. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff coming. I think Angry Skull, the YouTube channel, is going to do some more stuff. It looks like we'll have some video up of some mountain biking and mountain biking and paintballing. Actually, we're doing paintballing up in Seattle, and I get to shoot my kid. No, I mean not shoot my kid. I mean, protect my kid. Yeah, let's go with that. Wouldn't want to get CPS on
It's
me.
called acceptable casualties.
Now listen, man. Either you're blocking for me or you're taking it. I mean, no. So we should have some more video up. We want to get more developer videos up, and we also want to get more other outside developers. So we'll probably do maybe on the next couple one. Maybe we will Skype with Doom Trooper and ask him some questions.
That'd be good.
But I think that yeah, I think that's where we're going. And if you guys have any suggestions of what you want to see on the channel, I know it's a new channel, and we're still not sure exactly where we're gonna go. But
Still
I think
figuring
it's
out a path.
gonna be a little this, a little bit of that, and
A little bit of everything.
Pretty much, it's gonna be pseudo game related.
Yeah, for the most part, gaming's gonna be like the core,
Yeah,
backbone.
I think gaming's gonna be the core. But yeah, I think that there's gonna be some. I think that you guys are gonna be surprised. I think there's gonna be some fun stuff coming out. Some good fun games out of Angry Skull, game wise and content wise.
Yeah, Dev Diaries. Dev Diaries.
Well, if you want, we can live stream the dev pit area in 360 because we do have a 360 camera.
It's true.
So if you want, one of these days we can live stream the 360 camera once we figure out how to live stream the 360 camera
on the YouTube.
But we can put it up and hang it up in the dev area, and you guys can creep on them if you'd like. That'd be creepy and fun. Let us know about that, and we'll make sure that happens. That's it. You got anything?
I don't have anything else. That's all my questions. So,
yeah.
Getting deaths, we're getting you another 10 seconds. If you can come up with something. Because 10 seconds is the lag time.
Oh, yeah.
So that he can hear us and then figure out something.
Oh, I'll be closer to you. That would be the thing. I'm going to Washington, D.C. at the end of the month, so you can always meet me in D.C.
Yeah, that'd probably be a little bit closer, wouldn't it?
Oh, he's good.
I'm good. All right. Well.
All right, see you guys next Wednesday, and actually we'll see you Friday.
Friday, game night.
Game night. What are we playing?
Probably some more Dark Souls, unless somebody else wants to do something.
I think we need to play some Overwatch.
Overwatch?
I might even join.
All right.
I'll join for Overwatch.
Cool.
So let's get the word out and let's play some Overwatch. We'll both suck because we're going to use... Maybe we should use joysticks again.
For Overwatch?
Yeah.
These?
Yeah, we can do that.
Ugh.
Come on.
Oh, gosh. It's
Come
going to
on.
be horrible.
All right.
We'll do it.
All right. Friday, we'll see you guys.
Yep.
I'll play some Overwatch, either here or at my desk, but one of us will have it. And
Yep. We'll do some Overwatch.
You know what? We should actually, in the next couple weeks, we'll actually give you guys a rundown of all the computer hardware that we're going to be using.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So we will do
My setup.
Yeah, my setup for Angry Skulls. Exactly what we're doing. So hope you guys enjoy. And then on that, that's it.
That's it.
Alrighty.
Oh, Dark Zero. 124. Praise Kek. I'm a proud Kekistani. See you guys. Wherever the mouse is. It's probably over here.
I'm going to leave now in a slow...
Bye.